Hey guys, how are you guys doing tonight? I got asked to speak tonight just because I'm the best man and it's kind of my job. For those of you who don't know, Kendrick and I go way back. I've known him for about 18 years, not of my own choice, but he is my brother. um, hi. On a serious note, Kendrick has played a really big part in my life as my older brother, and because of him, so has Taylor, because of how long they've known each other and been dating. Growing up, my parents worked a lot, and that made it to where all my older siblings really helped take care of me and really raised me. And a lot of the time, whenever I needed help with sports, homework, and girls, because believe it or not, Kendrick used to be kind of a ladies' man. He's always the guy I went to, and he would always do his best to help me. I've also known Taylor for a very long time. We were talking about it a little bit ago, and I believe it's about 8 or 9 years. And she's stood by my brother in everything he's done through all of those years as they've grown together and learned and continue to love each other through all of the changes they've been through. Taylor has felt like she's been a part of the family for pretty much the entire time I've known her. She came into our lives and fit in very well, and once we got to know her, she just was a part of the family, and so it is really nice to officially say that she is part of my family. And I'm really glad that she'll be watching over my older brother throughout life, because we all know he's going to need it. She's a wonderful person, and I know she will bring so much happiness to my brother for as long as he lives. And I'm really glad that they met each other. These two really do have something special together. I've witnessed firsthand the love that they have for each other. They've been an inspiration to me for many years, and they should inspire everyone here as well, because they love each other truly and completely. They've been through so much together and have continually loved each other through it all, through the ups and downs and the heartbreaks and everything in between. I know that they'll have a very long and successful life together, and I wish them the best in their future adventures as a newly married couple. Congratulations, Kendrick and Taylor. I love you guys.
Hi, guys. My name's Breda. When I was little, I always thought everyone had this, built-in cousin that was, their best friend. But it wasn't until I was a little older that I realized that I was really just lucky to have a cousin that was like a sister to me. And I'm just so grateful for Tay and for the big example she's been on my life. And there's one thing that I love about her, and it's the way that she cares so deeply for everyone. And I've been so lucky to be able to see, I've been so lucky to be able to see Kendrick and Tay and their whole relationship since they were just little in middle school, and the way that they have grown and matured, and I'm just so grateful to see that. And there's one thing that I've noticed in their relationship is that they've always chosen each other, and they've always been so kind to each other no matter what. And I just, I love them so much, and congrats, you guys.
All right. I want to start out by thanking everybody for being here. This has been a lot to get put together. It's been a busy day, but there's been a lot of hands that have helped, and we've still got a lot of work ahead of us tonight and tomorrow, but we'll get it all done with everybody's help, so it's all appreciated. Thank you for being here. I'm Kendrick's dad, for those of you who don't know me. I was asked to speak here tonight, and I was told that if I cry, it would be more memorable, so we'll see how that goes. Just one tear. To be honest, I didn't put anything together. I was thinking about it when my dad wrote a poem for me at my wedding, and I'm just not that talented. So I was trying to think of what I would say, and I mean, it goes back a long way. Like she said middle school, I would have sworn it was elementary school, but I'll go with middle school. It's been a long time these guys have been together, and it hasn't always been what I think they wanted it to be, at least not as far as my involvement's concerned. What I don't know that Taylor ever understood is that when I thought I was being a good dad and telling them they needed to branch out and see other people, that's what I thought was being a good dad. It never had anything to do with her. We've loved her from day one. We couldn't ask for a better addition to our family. You guys see these videos. She does these. She's very talented with them, and I realized a few years ago she does them for birthdays or whatever occasions, and she'll have us watch them. And this is your fault. I don't know if I'm slow or what took me so long, but I noticed in these videos I got to see a completely different side of Kendrick. Kendrick was never shy, at least not since he was like 8 or 9. He started out that way, but he's always been outgoing, but he's always, at least around me, been a little bit reserved. And I watched these videos, and I would see how happy he is and how silly he can act and just a completely different side of him. And it took me a while to realize that it's Taylor. Taylor brings it out in him. And I appreciate it. I agree with Colton. Today feels like a bit of a formality because Taylor has been part of our family for many years. We love you. We love you both. And I am very proud to have another daughter. Wish you guys the best of luck. I know it'll be a long, happy lifetime together. I love you guys. Thank you.
So I think Taylor waited till like the very last minute to tell us we had to talk so that we couldn't really say no. And then my boys informed me yesterday that it doesn't matter what I say because all you'll hear is So I'm going to try not to, but all of my kids think that Kendrick is my favorite. They're usually right. But I have to tell you why. Because when all of my kids were little, I have 3 very independent children and one that wanted his mama. And I'm okay with that. And so I babied him a little more than he probably should have been. When he cried on the stand in primary programs, and my husband said, "Don't you dare go get him," I went and got him. It's those baby blues that get you, that you can't tell him no. But he's just, at 15 years old, he came to our bedroom one night and said, "All I want in my life is to just be a good person." All my other 15-year-olds thought of themselves. When I went to watch Kendrick play football, I'd watch him do one play, and then he'd let other kids take the spot. And I'd say, "I came to watch you." And he'd say, "Well, but Chad wanted to play, Mom, and he's a really good guy." And he's just always been that way. He always worried about everybody else. He was always the kindest person you've ever met. And truthfully, he's my hero. He's the only person I know that I've never met any better than. You can't get better than Kendrick. He's just a good person. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about him. At least not around me, because if you did, there'd be hell to pay. And Taylor came into our lives. And that was it for Kendrick. At 12 years old? There were times we tried to get him to date a few other people, but we knew that was it. And she fits right in our family. Has since, I think, the first dance. But, I don't know, they say high school sweethearts don't make it anymore. We did, and you will too. I'm proud of you guys. Love you both very much. Thank you.
When Taylor said, Mom, I want you to speak about me and Kendrick, I started writing things down. I never got to do too much. In fact, this morning I thought, somebody better help me write these down. The first time I met Kendrick, I actually met Colton at that same time, and it's exactly what you were saying. Taylor had called me and said, hey, Mom, I need a ride home. Is that better? I need a ride home. And by the way, can we take my friend Kendrick home and his brother? And I thought, okay, cool. So usually Taylor would get in the front seat, but Kendrick and this little tiny boy, Colton, and Kendrick was holding his hand. It was the sweetest thing. Kendrick won my heart over that day. And then Taylor hopped in the back seat with him. So I was like, oh dear, here we go. I can't say enough about these two. They are my lifeline. And I truly do not know of better people. Kendrick will keep Taylor safe. And I knew when they moved down to southern Utah, I was okay with that because I knew Kendrick would take care of her. And I was right. And I don't doubt it. Kendrick will always take care of the people he loves. Taylor, I wrote a few things down about you. When I was actually pregnant with my oldest son, the name Taylor was in my head. Sorry, George, you were going to be a Taylor. But then it was a boy, and I just had to name him Jordan. Then our middle son, Alex, we had said Taylor, but then he was a boy again. So when we found out that I was having a girl with Taylor, I've never been so overjoyed. If you see some of her videos when she was younger or her pictures, dressed to a T, you were my, always just so fun to hang out with and everything. There was a time when we went to go smell some lotions, and we went to smell each one, and Taylor went right up her nose. Do you remember that? These guys are incredible people, and they do have an incredible family, both sides. Kendrick has said, well, I am the glue that holds families together, and he holds me together too. And I love both of you guys so much, and I'm so proud of you guys. You will go far. And thanks for calling me Mama Steph. I love you both. You'll do great.
I guess it's my chance to say a few words. It has been a pleasure to be Taylor's father and have her grow up in the household. She's always fun, exciting, fun to make fun of. different names, all kinds of things like that. She is a blonde, even though she doesn't look like it, but she is. And I just want to let you know that I'm very proud of you and happy that both of you guys are on a new journey together and that you'll be able to build something special together. And Kendrick, I'm very happy that you're part of our family and to have you in the future of whatever we can do together. I just want to let you know I love you guys and for the best in the future. Thanks.